What's up, everybody? Dice Gaming here, and I'm going to be doing the Bengals 2018 draft grade. And in the first round, with the 21st pick, they picked Billy Price, center out of Ohio State. That is an amazing pick for the Bengals. I'm surprised Billy Price was there that long. The Bengals have had a weak interior, just as a weak offensive line throughout Andy Dalton's career, and they filled a huge hole at center, especially after losing their starting center, Russell Bodine. Billy Price is very strong and quick. Just a great player overall. Then in the second round, they addressed the safety issue in Jesse Bates III, a safety out of Wake Forest. They have a good safety in Sean Williams, but he's not an every down safety. He's just a veteran that comes in on every other play and plays really well. But if he plays every single down, he's not going to play so well. He plays very inconsistent, and with Jesse Bates, that puts more depth at the safety position. Then in the third round, with pick 77, they chose Sam Hubbard, a defensive end out of Ohio State. He has a very strong possibility of taking Michael Johnson's starting spot if he can pass rush on the inside. If he can prove he can also pass rush on the inside as good as he can, or at least somewhat as he can on the outside. He's very strong, quick, and of course he's part of that Ohio State defense that's usually just amazing. Very strong physical defensive end. And then with the very next pick, another, of course, round 3, pick 78 this time, they chose Malik Jefferson, an outside linebacker from Texas. This is a steal in my opinion. Malik Jefferson was a first or second rounder. They needed a linebacker to play alongside Vontaze Burfict. Malik Jefferson also really athletic. He has good coverage skills. He can run, stop. He's just amazing all-around player. Huge pick there. Then in the fourth round, pick 112, they chose Mark Walton, running back out of Miami. He is a very speedy back, and he can complement Mixon's power in a 1-2 punch. So now they have Giovanni Bernard, Joe Mixon, and Mark Walton. Great depth at the running back position. And then round 5, pick 151, they chose Devontae Harris, a cornerback out of Illinois State. I don't really know much about him. And then the fifth, of course, another fifth round pick 158 this time. They chose Andrew Brown, defensive end from Virginia. It's a pretty decent pick for them. Gives them more depth at defensive end, but I don't really think they needed him because they already have Jordan Willis from Kansas State and Carl Lawson from Auburn. And Michael Johnson. They also drafted Sam Hubbard. Carlos Dunlap. It's really just another body. I really doubt he'll make the roster, but if he does, there'll be huge depth at the defensive end position. Then another fifth round pick. At 170, they chose Darius Phillips, a cornerback from Western Michigan. I don't know much about him either. Then in the 7th round, they had 3 steals in the 7th round. In the round 7, with pick 249, they chose Logan Woodside, a quarterback from Toledo. He was a very slept-on quarterback. He will be a great backup to Andy Dalton. He could possibly make second string if he can play good enough. I feel like he can. Huge pick for Bengals right there. And then another steal in the 7th round, pick 252, they took Rod Taylor, an offensive lineman from Mississippi. Very strong. He started a lot. And then their last pick, round 7, pick 253, they chose Auden Tate, a wide receiver from Florida State. Big-bodied receiver, can move around really well, can jump over the top of corners. Just great steals in the 7th round. And I'm giving the Bengals 2018 draft grade an A+. I mean, they just did amazing in this draft, I feel like. They addressed every position. And yeah, they just got deep at every position. Maybe a couple of those guys, probably they'll be lucky if, I'm not sure. I feel like more than half of these guys can make the roster. At least if I was the Bengals front office, I would keep more than half of these guys. But that is just my opinion. So yeah, A+ for the Bengals 2018 draft grade. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe for the next one.